Let me stop this clock. Okay, all right. Hello, everyone. Very good afternoon. Hope you guys can hear me clearly. If you guys can hear me clearly, please let me know. Welcome back, everyone. Hi, Nozita. Very good afternoon to you. Hi, Bang Yadim. Very good afternoon to you guys. So we have many new joiners. We have Nadia, Esther Indang, Kamisa, Zara, Hai Xiao Kong, Liza Arifin, Hazira. Very good afternoon to all of you. Hopefully, all of you can hear me clearly. If you can hear me clearly, please kindly comment in the chat box. Okay, please reply in the chat box. Hi, Wan Roslina Yusuf. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Um, Please do reply in the chat box if you can hear me clearly. Okay, very good afternoon, Miss Hazira. Um, Azros, very good afternoon. Oh, you've been missing, man. Actually, last week sepatutnya ada kelas. Last week supposed to have class, tapi due to last minute circumstances, I had to postpone the class. Okay, so welcome, guys. So we have who else? We have Corina join. Very good afternoon, Shira, Ramli. We have Farin, Derek Chio. Musaba, welcome everyone. Very good afternoon. Visual audio, very good. Okay, excellent. So since I had to postpone from last Thursday, I think, yeah, it was last Thursday. So many people don't know that I actually postponed to today. So okay, if any of your friends who don't know that I've postponed the class to Monday, please do let them know. Okay, please do let them know. Um, so I've already shared in our Telegram. One moment. Okay. Not that. Okay. I've already shared in our Telegram the link to join, so you can highlight to your friends as well. For those who still wants to join, this is the link. Okay, I've inserted that in the chat box. You guys can share it with your friends as well. Okay, so it's right there. That is the link to join our Facebook live class now. So you can share it around. It's in the chat box. I've shared already. Actually, on the Facebook, whether it'll also appear in YouTube as well for those people who are watching from YouTube. Okay, so nonetheless, we're going to focus on theoretical framework, how to choose 15 different parts we're going to cover today. So let's hope we can sustain through and we can learn a lot of new things today. That's what we are. That's why we are here. How do I come up with these classes? These are special requests from students. Okay, students like you guys who are actually still struggling with this kind of area, theoretical framework, problem statement, and so on and so forth. Okay, so for this month, we have completed several classes. Actually, from last month, supposed to be okay. So we have completed how to read a literature review, how to read a paper for literature review, designing questionnaire instrument, okay, writing review journal before proposal defense, and finally, this was supposed to be last week's class, hence supposed to be class part of March. But I know I had to postpone as I just mentioned. So the class is today, choosing theoretical framework. So all these recorded classes can be found on my Facebook page. You can go to my playlist and watch the recorded classes. Okay. Here are also the links in case if you need it. These are all the links for your reference. Okay, I've shared it now in the chat box. Okay, so before we go any further, these are all the links. If you missed the previous classes, please kindly save the links, click and watch later. Okay, before we go any further, a special request to all of you, since I've postponed, most people don't know that I've postponed the class and the class is actually today. So please kindly hit the like button and don't forget to hit the share button. Like, share, and in the comment column, please start tagging your friends. You can press the add button like that. Okay, and then you can start typing out your friend's name and it will appear. So please do help me out by tagging your friends and make sure you hit the share button. It's very, very important that you share. Okay, all right. So to all the participants today, okay, to all the students today, and if there are any supervisors, thank you for joining as well. So I would like to ask you a very, very, very important question. Who can't find a theory yet? Okay, in your study, who can't find a theory yet. Like, what is your actual struggle? You cannot find anything suitable, you never find anything suitable, or your supervisor wants several theories that you cannot find. What is the actual situation? Do share in the chat box so that I can explain the classes today according to your situation. Okay, because theoretical framework can be interpreted or taught in many different ways. Okay, so please do share that in the chat box. Okay, so Zakari, thank you very much for tagging your friend, and also Patiban, welcome back again. Thanks for tagging your friend. So for those who haven't tagged your friends, that's how you tag your friend. Okay, so don't forget, do a favor to everyone. Please help out the rest. Do tag your friends. Okay, that's what we call power pack. Okay, IDEX G square. That's how. Nurul, Irwani, Satira, Anida, and Ashani, and MK. Thank you for tagging everyone. Really, really appreciate it. So now your friends will know. Oh, okay. Hey, suddenly someone tag me. What is this? Oh, this is theoretical framework. Oh, I didn't know such class exists. Then they can start join. So if you guys don't tag or don't share, they won't know. Facebook will never show it to anyone else. That's how it works, unfortunately. Okay, so how many of you here don't have a theory yet, cannot find a theory? So Zita has a theory on firm performance and entrepreneurship education. Okay, when it comes to firm performance, you can also look at RBV, resource-based view, if competitive advantage is a important aspect for you. How to master a theory? Best tips, please. I would always ask you to go back to textbook. If you want to understand in detail of a theory, you need to read all the papers published on that theory, or that close the gap on that theory, or you need to go back to textbook. Okay, business entrepreneurship textbook, or a theoretical framework textbook. Textbooks on those, which explains a lot of different things. Okay, so corporate Chiara haven't found a theoretical framework yet. No knowledge of theoretical framework. Understood. Parthiban is using institutional theory. Fantastic. Intan using neoclassical realism. Okay, interesting. Can't find yet for cooperative compliance. Understood. So we're going to explore today together on how to actually process through theories, to crunch through. Mine is, okay, from Azroz. Azroz. Mine is a qualitative, so not all qualitative are theoretical framework, right? The framing of it. Actually, qualitative kalau tak ada theory, you can go based on grounded theory. Okay, so don't remember there is something called, absolutely, I know you guys know, there is something called grounded theory. Don't forget, don't forget that. So I'm not sure which to use, finding on causal of symptoms and QOL at the same time. Okay, all right. I'll give you a suggestion today on how to actually crunch through theories. Theory on community-based tourism, poverty alleviation. Okay, very good. Still searching. Okay, that's good. What theory relate government support? Okay, actually a lot lah. Not really just government support only. It's actually context dependent. What do you want to solve in the government? So you can go choose based on that. Okay, Lisa, TAM, UT, AUT, UT, AUT2, TBP, plan behavior, etc. related to research proposal. Unable to answer. Okay, no problem. We're going to explore that today. Okay, one Moma Ridwan. I'm actually going through one by one, so you guys all can know that you are not the only one facing problem. Many are actually facing problems, same like you. So don't worry. Okay, can't find it. Still searching. Feedback. For those who haven't write yet, please write. Tell me what is the situation, or tell me what is the theory you're using. What is the issue that you're facing? Can't find yet. Can't find yet. Still searching feedback evaluation for asynchronous online learning. Very interesting. Okay. Very interesting. All right. Jivan, I'm doing on pure science quantitative. Do I need to prepare theoretical framework? Kalau pure science quantitative, usually it will be mathematical model. Maybe lah, maybe. You might not need social frameworks. You might not need social theories. It will be something else altogether. Okay, Nafis, what should be the theory should looking into for topics such as intensity, non-tariff measures, and regional integration? Very hard to say, Nafis. There are like hundreds of thousands of theories out there. you need to do a very thorough literature review, which I'm going to teach you how to do it. Okay, on top of my head, definitely there is no answer. Okay, all right. So thank you very much everyone for responding. So now let's continue. We are going to continue. Okay, so we have one more lah, for the benefit of people typing. I will take Aina Rashid also. Health science nutrition can use theoretical framework. It is context dependent. If it is very much public health, then yes, you can use theory. Okay, in certain circumstances, you can use theory. Okay, now for all the new joiners, we have how many new joiners now? So we have Celestine Limbi Chiu, Jaya Kumar, Dave Joe, Sin Yi Lau. Welcome, guys. And then we have Sarana Kumar joined as well. Ellen Ma, Teo Supeng, Mudatir Sheikh Ahmad, Dot, that is also named Dot. So for all the newcomers and existing comers, before we continue into the day today, don't forget to hit the share button, share the class, and for those new joiners, tag your friends. Press the add button in the comment column, tag your friends, and don't forget the like button. All right, so today we are talking about all about theory, theoretical versus conceptual framework. That is very, very important to know. A simple example of what is theoretical framework and what is conceptual framework: theory selection process and theoretical metrics. Okay, so what is a theory? A theory is a foundation to a study. Okay, it is the brick and mortar of a study kind of thing lah. Without it, the whole process would be unclear. That is the guideline, the guidance that is going to establish or going to pave your research journey in a way. Journal often rejects paper without theory. This is very true, especially Web of Science, Scopus Q1, Q2. Nowadays, if you don't have to, actually not only nowadays, since few years back now, we're having the same problem. The moment there is no theory, reviewers would not agree with what you're trying to do, especially conceptual papers, no, especially quantitative papers. Okay, kalau qualitative, you say grounded theory, okay lah, they will understand. But even qualitative paper without grounded theory, you don't give any theory, you're going to be in trouble as well. You most likely will be. Okay, theory is like a house blueprint. It provides a direction to everyone. Because a study can be studied in various aspects: competitive advantage lah, technology acceptance model lah, UT lah, the same study, okay, can be looked into different angles. So which one you're looking into, that's what the theory determines. Theory is like house. There are many types. Choose the ones that suits you, your environment, and your location. Okay. So before we continue further, don't forget there are not only theoretical class today. There are many different classes on my Facebook page. So how many of you here joining my class for the very first time? Never joined before. Never ever joined before, and this is your the very first time joining my Facebook class on Facebook page ke, YouTube ke, Facebook group ke. So we have me. I don't know who is that me, because he's I think chatting from Facebook group, so he won't reveal the name. So we have Siat also first time. Anyone else first time here? First time, one more. Okay, so several first timers. Thank you very much for joining. So once you, how do you actually go and find these classes? Okay, why it's not showing? For some reason, it's not showing my Facebook page. Okay, one moment. I don't know why it's not showing my Facebook page. Let me share screen again. Entire screen number 2. Share, hide, show. Okay, now better. Okay, so now because just now was only, you can only see the slide, but now you can see my entire screen. Okay, all right, that's better now. Okay, so this is our Facebook page. This is where we have placed most of our videos, all the recorded videos. For those who don't know this, here is the link to our Facebook page. Thank you very much, Siat. Rania, welcome. First time also, welcome. Thank you for joining. Dave Joe also first time. Thank you for joining. For the benefit of everyone, this is the link to our Facebook page. As soon as you arrive in that link, okay, or at that link, please click it. Take 1 minute. Okay, so once you have arrived here, you can see our complete framework here. And here you can also check out our daily tutorials, okay, our daily sharings, okay, all very important posts and so on. You can check all the notes given. And then for the before we go to the videos, don't forget to click like and follow. Okay, like and follow is very, very important. And most importantly, you must click favorites here. Okay, when you click like or follow, you must click favorites. Then only you can avoid missing out on Facebook live classes. Even then, a lot of people still miss out because Facebook doesn't notify. That's how it works, not my mistake. But at least you can secure yourself. So that's the first thing you can do. You can click like or follow. Hello, Franklin. Thanks for joining. And then you can go more videos. So videos here, you can see now we are live. And then you can check out all other classes here. 125 videos classes, literally classes that people can go and watch. If you don't know this thing exists, you can see this was last week class. Writing review journal before proposal defense. Questionnaire instrument design. How to read a Web of Science Q1 paper. Writing PhD master's research proposal. Thesis strategies for minor correction. This kind of classes. Okay. So example, problem statement writing, chapter 1 writing for those who are struggling with this. And then mixed method PhD thesis time management, step-by-step review paper writing, 25 tips for best PhD thesis. So you guys can go and explore whenever you are free and watch it. It's totally free. Okay. So, and today we are going in today's class. The most important highlight today is this template, which I have it in my Telegram group. This is what I call as, you can call it literature matrix. I call it as theoretical matrix because there is one important aspect here, which is the theoretical framework, which usually most literature matrix would not have. So this is not only a standard literature matrix, this is also a theoretical matrix because now we will come to this. I'm not going to go through this now, but this is today's template highlight. Okay, how can you go and download this template? Okay, these are all the templates that we have. Okay, so I don't know why it's like, okay, we have okay, just give me one moment. There is something wrong with this slide today. Oh, okay, okay. Right. Now I know why. Okay. So similar to this kind of template, okay, we also have around 14 different templates. Okay, that is including systematic review protocol template, proposal defense template. Everything is at the back. It is all hidden, but nothing to worry. You can find most of the templates here. If you click search button in our Telegram group, if you are not in our Telegram group, you are welcome to join. You can click the search button, type template. Okay. From this, you can click and download the templates here. Okay. So if you're not in our Telegram group, please let me know. I'll share the link for you to go and join. So what are the templates here? From problem statement to theoretical matrix to theoretical framework to table of content to critical literature review database, and so on. So if you don't have access to this, please let me know. I will share the link to join our Telegram. Okay. Now, for the final time, a very humble request to all of you, and I won't request after this anymore. Usually, I request about 3 times. Okay, so that the followers, will slowly increase the viewers. That's how it works on Facebook. So, step 1, don't forget to hit follow button if you see it here. If you're not following yet, make sure you hit the follow button. It's right there. Step number 2, in the comment column, please tag your friends. Okay, with example, you can use the alias button and then write down your friend's name. Okay, then step number 3, hit like. Okay, like is here. Okay, right there, like or love, up to you. Then step number 4, hit the share button. So before we continue, take 1 or 2 minutes to make sure that you tag your friends and so that you can share and hit like. Okay, there we go. So that's how you actually tag your friends' slides. It's a bit tricky. Okay, so thank you very much, Ainul, for sharing. So tagging. Hazira, thank you very much. Masayo, as usual, very nice to see you. Thanks for joining again and again. For those who wants the Telegram link, here is our very general link where you can find the Telegram group in it. So take 1 minute, everyone, to tag your friends, invite your friends to come and join. Hit the share button, hit the like button, share it across your profile, group, and so on and so forth. You have to click the search button here. You have to search it here. Of course, you won't find it just by joining. Once you join, you have to hit the search button and then search for template. You see my steps here, my process here, that's what you need to do. Okay? So, the 1 minute is almost over. For those who haven't tagged, this is your time for you to tag. Okay, and then I've also shared the link, okay, which you can download all the templates, especially template for today, theoretical matrix. I'm going to share with you how to use that theoretical matrix. Why is that important? You can download all of that by going to, where the link is coming on now, by going to this link. By going to this particular link, all right? So you can request for thesis journal templates here. You can also join Telegram group, Facebook group. All our video classes are also there. TikTok channel, YouTube channel, everything is in that link. Okay, all right? So now let's continue. Theoretical versus conceptual framework, are they the same? This is something you need to ask yourself. Are they the same? A lot of people think they are the same. A lot of people knows that they are not the same. Actually, they are not the same. Okay, keep that in mind. They are not the same. Conceptual framework usually needs a theoretical framework. Okay, in order to develop a conceptual framework, you will need a backdrop theoretical framework. But theoretical framework doesn't need a conceptual framework when introduced into a study. Okay, keep that in mind. It doesn't need. Okay, a basic differences between them. This one is very important for you to know. Theoretical framework versus conceptual framework. Theoretical, it provides a general or broader set of ideas within which a study belongs. Conceptual framework, it refers to specific or narrow ideas to a researcher utilize in his or her study. This is more specific conceptual framework, which will use a theoretical framework as its backup. Theoretical framework is based on existing theories in the literature which has been tested and validated by other scholars. Conceptual framework is based on concepts which are the main variables in a study. That means something that you want to investigate. After that, theoretical framework is in the form of a model that pivots a study with its exponents and results of their studies. Conceptual framework it is a researcher's own constructed model, okay, own constructed model, not the same. And theory is usually well developed, designed, accepted, and conceptual framework is not accepted yet. It is a proposal which you need to publish it in order for wider acceptance. And theoretical framework offers a focal point for approaching the unknown research in a specific field or inquiry, while conceptual framework shows logically how the research inquiry is to be undertaken. Theoretical framework consists of theories that seem interrelated with their propositions deduced. Um, and conceptual framework consists of concepts interconnected to explain the relationship, your input-output relationship. That means your causal diagram. That means your IV, DV, all these things. And theoretical framework is used to test theories to predict and control the situations within the context of research inquiry. And conceptual framework, it is aimed at encouraging the development of a theory that would be useful to practitioners in the field. Okay. Thank you again, Norlia, for tagging your friend, and thanks for joining today. Hai Xiao Kong. Which one? Get which one? Can you please be more clear? Which one? You mean the framework or this diagram? This comparison diagram. Okay. While waiting for the answer, let's continue. Distinction between a theoretical and conceptual framework. When we solve this issue, majority of our problem will be solved. Example, okay? Theoretical framework based on the theory of education equity theory. Okay? The theories are Marx and Brookover-Lazard. This is a theory, educational equity theory. But a conceptual framework, Okay, let's say for RTL best practices, they need to look into core concepts of screening, diagnosis, progress monitoring as defined by No Child Left Behind legislation. And the key theoretical principles for this conceptual framework is equality, justified inequality, fair process, social justice access, and participation. Okay, so this is a standalone unit which doesn't need a conceptual framework, while conceptual framework definitely, no matter what you do, still needs theories. This is the simplest explanation I can give you when it comes to theory versus conceptual framework. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, anything so far on theoretical framework? And my next subsequent question to you is, where should you place the theoretical framework? Which chapter? Which chapter in your proposal you must place your theoretical framework? Anyone can give me the. It's okay if you're wrong. If you don't know, you can say you don't know. If you're unsure, you can say you're unsure. If you want to try, you can try with what you know. Okay, so everyone says chapter 2, literature review. Intan say chapter 3. How do we know which theoretical framework is? Okay, I'll tell you today, Iman. Don't worry about it. Chapter 1, oh, Jamie said chapter 1. Okay. Chapter 1, Dr. Tawa. Okay. Chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 1 and 2. Anyone else wants to try? Okay. My best guess is always chapter 1 is still okay, but that is not the norm. That is not the normal practice. It is usually in chapter 2. But there are also people who put it in chapter 3 because they split chapter 2 into 2 and 3. So theoretical framework, sometimes they place it here. And 2 is full of literature review. So 4 becomes methodology. I've seen that too. Okay, I've seen that too. So you can either put in chapter 3 or you can put in chapter 2. Some people prefer to have it in chapter 1. You can, but we have never personally coached anyone to put theoretical framework in chapter 1. Never in history so far. We have already completed coaching and consulting 24,628 students. Okay, that is our track record so far. So whether it's proofreading, whether it's coaching, we have done a lot of it, most of it actually. So we have never placed theoretical framework in chapter 1 before, but that doesn't mean it is wrong. You will have your reasons why you're placing in chapter 1. So don't worry about it. Okay, now coming to 12 steps consulting framework. Okay, so actually this is a wrong title. When to decide on theory. Okay, my mistake there. My apology, because I was rushing through preparing the slides. Okay, so now Gihad, can we put theoretical framework and conceptual framework? Of course you can. You can put, definitely. So before we go into this, let me see how many new joiners we have. We have quite a bit of people actually. No, we have quite a number. Okay, that is good. So now, coming to this 12 steps consulting framework for PhD and master students and publications as well. Why I go into this, I want to tell you when exactly you have to decide on your theoretical framework. Okay, between chapters 1 and steps 1 and 2, you must decide your theoretical framework already. That means your 10 pages proposal must have, when we coach 10 pages proposal, when we consult, we teach, when we consult fully on chapter 10 pages proposal, usually it will come with theoretical framework already. That is part and parcel of our requirement. Okay, so for those who are writing chapters 1 to 3 without writing 10 pages proposal, please take note, within chapter 2 here, you must have your theoretical framework. Don't build your conceptual framework unless you are 100% sure of your theory. Okay, so these are our entire process flow of steps 1 to steps 12, step 1 to step 12 of how we consult and coach PhD students. Not only that, and master students also. Not only that, From this diagram, you can also observe and analyze when you can actually start writing your journal papers. Okay, I've already given the extraction point and when to proofread as well. Okay, so everything is given here. Each and every of these steps we can consult, okay, and coach, even including the data collection part also. We can. What's the difference between conceptual framework, theoretical framework? Bhavani, hi Bhavani. Okay, don't worry, I've already explained that in the previous slide. Once we finish the class today, please check out the recording. The initial part I've already explained. Okay. Okay, so how do we normally coach and consult students through all these steps, PhD proposal and PhD thesis? We either apply content commenting and online coaching, okay, which is not not prominently that we provide, not a prominent service that we provide, because many students still need extreme guidance. They really need our help, handheld help. So that's what we do as part of Mode 3 and Mode 4. We provide accelerated thesis consultancy or proposal consultancy where we build a very detailed coaching plan for you step by step until you finish chapters 1 to 3, or we will do content editing for special cases only. Okay? So this is how normally we will help and assist students and supervisors. Okay. Next item, selecting a theory. What are the things you must consider when you're selecting a theory? The problem, the purpose, the significance, the RQ, the method, the data. Analysis must flow well with theory. Okay, these are the key items you should consider before you select a theory. And you must understand research question and theory work hand in hand. Okay, they literally work hand in hand. They are connected, are very much connected. So when you read a paper, when you read a, okay, that is why, okay, before I go into that is why when students come and approach us, they say, Doctor, I have problem. Can you please coach me? Can you please consult me? My theory is totally wrong. My supervisor don't allow me to go proposal defense. Can I just fix the theory part only? I'll tell them no. If you change your theory, we have to restart back from chapter 1. You have to check everything, make sure there is flow, there is sensible definition that connects you to, or sensible argument that connects your RORQ problem statement to a theory and then a framework. You cannot simply just go in and change a theory and then expect everything to work together. It doesn't work that way. Okay. So when you read a thesis or paper, always analyze how RQ is written relative to that specific theory. An important tip. Okay, this one is very important. Let me explain again. When you read a thesis or paper, always analyze how the RQ is written relative to the specific theory. An important tip. Okay, so don't forget this sample thesis. Later, towards the end of the class, I'll share with you where you can find a sample thesis. Theory connects to existing knowledge. RQ, theory actually connects to existing knowledge, and RQ lies between existing knowledge and the problem. Okay, so when theory wants to solve a problem, the mediator is always the RQ. So the RQ must ask the right question. Okay. Hi Zaza, you cannot put concept. You're not cannot. You shouldn't put conceptual framework without a theory. You must have it. Okay, it's very good to have. Okay. Then next thing, processes to choose. Theoretical framework, processes to choose. First, okay, before I go into this, now everyone please focus. For those who don't know how to choose a theory, this is the moment. I'm going to give you certain processes to follow to help out with your theoretical framework choosing processes. Number one, identify the belief or purpose. What do you want to do in your study? Okay, that's what you need to understand. Always consider several theories and pick the most precise, relatable theory. Understand each theory and in what way they contribute to your study. You must understand every theory. That means, you know what? When you have Viva, when your examiner comes and tell you why use resource-based view, why you never use technology acceptance model, you must have the answer. Though you never use technology acceptance model, it's important for you to know what are the related theories and also study them so that you can answer when people questions you. Okay? Conduct LR on individual theory. This is what I just said. Go to thesis database to see how others applied the same theory. Okay, so let me know, remind me. I can tell you where to go and find some of the Malaysian thesis lah, yang very very important. Okay, important to consider why a theory is not suitable. Ask the unasked. Okay, So number six is, it is always very important to ask why a theory is not suitable. If a supervisor say it's not suitable, ask him why. Ask him or her why it's not suitable. It's important for you to know, for you to understand, so that the next one you come up with will be more precise. Number seven, find your answer on how the theory flows through your problem. RQ, purpose, and research design. Okay. So then number eight, select one once you find all the answers above. That means select one theory once you find all the answers above. Okay, before I go any further, any questions so far? Anything that you guys want to ask? Okay, so if there's no question, we shall continue. So now we are going into theoretical matrix. Okay, so we are coming almost to an end. Can you give one example? Okay, I'm going to give you, this is the example how you can choose. Okay, that you are asking the right question at the right time, Rosma. So that's very, very good. Okay, so this is a template that you can find in my Telegram group. Okay, it's from Industrial Marketing Management paper. The role of Quansi in green supply chain management in Asia's emerging economies, a conceptual framework. So now let's say I want to find a theory. I'm studying in this area, GSCM, Green Supply Chain Management, and I'm looking at slightly different angle, and I want to look for the most appropriate theory. And this is my main literature that I always refer to. Like this is the paper that I'm criticizing now, my literature review lah. So let's say I'm working on green supply chain management. I would first get all related literature from Web of Science and Scopus from these two databases. If you don't know how to use Web of Science or Scopus databases, go and watch my recorded class. I already explained. I also showed hands-on how to use both databases. Okay. Iman, established theory. I heard about it. Is there any theoretical framework that's not established? I don't understand. All theoretical framework are established. It is called theoretical framework because it is established. If it is not established, it won't be known as theoretical framework. Okay. Zita, that depends. Most of the theory are usually context dependent. What is the purpose of IV for DV? What is the purpose of mediator? Those are the context dependent theories. It's not really DV dependent only. Okay, so IV is doing what to DV, what it is trying to improve. So you need to go and find appropriate theory according to that. What is the criterion of revising other people's theoretical framework to form my own conceptual framework? What can do? What can't do? Well, you shouldn't plagiarize the whole thing. It should be a new framework altogether. Okay? All right. So don't forget Web of Science and Scopus are recorded in my database. Then I will apply my literature summary table. So after I read the paper, after let's say I'm reading this paper, after I finish reading from Web of Science and Scopus, I then go and download this template. This one. Okay, so I'll be downloading this template to summarize what I'm reading. So let's say this is the literature, this is the paper I'm reading now. So I'll summarize all of it in this template. So including potential gaps as well. So in case if you don't know where to download this template, you can go and download here. It's a quite an important template to have. Okay. So once I finish reading, I will apply my literatures. I will apply whatever I've read to my literature summary template. Number four, based on all the papers that I've read, all the what do you call that? All papers I've read, all the literature summaries that I have. So let's say I have read 10 papers. I will have 10 summaries. Okay, these are the summaries. Now the 10 summaries. Okay, sorry, these are not the summaries. The summaries are this. Okay, let's say these are the summaries. All right, it's just one line, right? Per paper is just one line. So I'll convert those into literature matrix like this. Each paper will be one information source. Okay, each paper will be one information source. Once I have done that, when I list down theoretical framework, Okay, in this study, you can see social capital theory, institutional theory. Here, this study not specified, no theory at all. Institutional theory, utilizing innovation theory, stakeholder theory, institutional theory. So, from this, you may think, okay, I want to use institutional theory because that is what been used throughout. That is not how it works. You don't choose the one that is used the most. You choose the one that is most suitable for you. So from this matrix, you'll have all the research gaps. Example, let's say these research gaps, all the research gaps here and all the related theory. So from there, you can understand for which research gap, which theory would be the most suitable. This is what we call theoretical matrix. So when you have problem in choosing theoretical framework, first form a theoretical matrix. All right. Any questions so far? So in this table, in this matrix, you can see the authors' names are given. They are DV, IV, other variables, that means control variable, mediator, and so on. Theories and methods applied. Yes, of course you can combine. It depends on requirements. Of course you can combine. And Thomas, does a theory need to capture IV, MV, DV context, or is it all right if the theory context is IV only? You can use several theories to contextualize different segments of your framework. Okay, that is fine. That is doable. Okay. How we want to find theoretical framework in article? My paper mostly doesn't directly tell the theory. If it's not informed, that means there are two ways to go. One, the paper is memang don't have theoretical framework, something is wrong. Or number two, you can email the author. Okay, you can email the author and see how it goes. Okay. All right. So that is how essentially you work. And finally, pick the most appropriate theories for you. Okay. So if there's no any questions here, we are almost towards the end already. I'm just giving you an opportunity on how to design your own theory. Okay. Or shortlisting the best workable theory for your study. Okay. And for those who are totally stuck, don't know what to do, proposal not moving, thesis not moving, can we just have theoretical framework only? You can. Some people do that also. They don't have any conceptual framework, but this is usually a theoretical study lah. Usually theoretical study. And yes, you can have theoretical framework only. Not an issue with that. Okay, so coming here, don't worry. If you're stuck with your proposal, you're stuck with chapter 1 to 3, stuck with your analysis, stuck with your discussion, stuck with your publication, paper writing, don't know how to write, you need someone to assist, someone to coach, and so on. It is all doable. Okay, it is all doable. PhD proposal, PhD, PhD proposal to thesis completion before when you are stuck, and PhD proposal thesis completion after when you already approaches. Just giving you a depiction, and this is a true story. Okay. Um, thesis database. Oh yes, I'm going to show you that now. Okay, before we get into this, okay, now let me finish this first. So, how do we support and how do we nurture and how do we carry students? Okay, until the end. Not only students, we have a lot of supervisors also all the time joining us. So we normally focus on publication, content editing, Scopus, and Web of Science. We usually focus on proposal defense. From proposal defense, proposal defense comments and also thesis, viva, examiner comments. Also, we will coach. And then from beginning of PhD all the way to the defense consultancy, also we provide. Then not only that, we also coach and prepare students for defense and viva. Thesis to journal conversion is one of our hardcore service, one of the best. And data analysis and interpretation. This is what we do. So the question here from Faisal, thesis database. Okay, so thesis database, you can find it here. And go to Facebook again, my page, and go to photos, albums, and here you can look for thesis. There you go, client's thesis after our services. So you can find how we have worked on the thesis. Thesis number 121. I don't know, it's a long study. Social science, UTM. Okay, so here you got different universities and different studies. So what you can do if you're not from that university, let's say you're not from UTM, you're not from UKM, or all these other universities. Like, there are many collections here. These are all the collections that we have worked on. Okay, that we have literally personally worked on. Me and my consultants, we have about 112, 113 consultants now. You can go through the example and request to the school directly for this thesis. Okay, so here is the link. Okay, so that is this is databases done. Next one, IO Deji. So how can I get theoretical from a summary template you mentioned from Telegram? You have to join Telegram group first. Okay, so then can we adapt other theories about nudge to make it ours? Sorry, your writing is not clear. Can you retype, please? Iman, other than general article and thesis, is there any other paper we can refer for theoretical framework? Usually, no. Usually, all books. Okay, but books normally they don't use it for research. Okay, next thing, can we adapt those theories and merge to make it ours? You cannot merge. If you merge, you need to do a theoretical study. You can put them different category, but you cannot merge the definition. That one you can do. You must explain them separately. Okay, so next one. Thank you very much, doctor. No problem. This is the link to all these theses. These are all the theses that we have worked on, but you can see here it's only updated up to 2020. I don't have time to update 2021, 2022 year. I absolutely no time. Okay, but so whatever you have here, you can contact the university. This is what we have worked on. You can see all the tracking here, and you can request for a copy from the university itself. Okay. And finally, data analysis and interpretation. These are our core consultancy services. Now, for those who are heading towards, okay, or moving into their proposal defense, Viva, and haven't proofread your thesis or proposal yet, see, these are actual scenarios that have depicted that happened to students before. Okay, happened to students before during a MSc PhD proposal defense. You don't want that. You don't want people saying your chapter is confusing. Yeah, me too. Imagine these are your examiners. I don't understand and so on because you're writing. If your writing is not clear, if your writing is not delicate enough or not structured enough to deliver the information, deliver the novelty of your study, this is what you're going to face. So always, always, always proofread or paraphrase your proposal before defense. Avoid major correction. We provide lifetime language warranty, free certificate, up to 30% discount. Same goes to thesis. This is even worse because you're going to external examiner. You don't want external examiner and your internal examiner to give you this kind of comments. So again, don't forget to proofread and paraphrase. And there is no point for you to proofread after you finish your Viva. Because once you already fail your Viva due to thesis having poor language structure, there is no turning back. You don't want that. So always proofread first. Okay, don't forget that. All right. And what are the kind of services we have? Sorry, we have proofreading, editing, structuring, and also we have paraphrasing, proofreading, editing, and structuring. So you can take up how whatever you want. This one is usually the most suitable for thesis. Should say thesis, and this is the most suitable for journal. Okay, you can see the tracking here how it looks. Okay, so we have question from Intan. Doctor, how to access the templates you just shown? Okay, so you go to Telegram group here. Okay, let's say example, you are in this Telegram group. Have you guys joined Telegram group yet? Who haven't joined yet? So once you join here, let me close and open again. Okay, let's say you are here. Click search button. This is desktop view, not mobile view. Template. Here you want to know how to access templates just shown. Okay, so you go here. These are all the templates. It's all written here. See, all the PDF files are here for you to go and download. If you don't have, if no one have joined the Telegram group yet, please let me know. Okay, next thing, Nafis, can you please show it again the link on thesis database? Sorry, I missed it again. Okay, no problem. Here is the link again. Okay, I've pasted it again for you. Okay, wish you all the best. So, additional resources, see sample thesis in databases. One of the graduate theses that you might be able to find in our database, Dr. Rosna. Okay, Dr. Rosna, always rejected by supervisor, comment after comment, never gave up, major corrections, never gave up, and now already joined, this one already joined UKM. Lah. This one was old writing, but already joined UKM. And we managed to help her from the beginning until then. This is another good example also, minor correction. This is from UTM. Okay, and also already back to UITM, now teaching already. Okay, so don't worry if you're stuck, it's not end of the world. And not only that, I'm going to give you two important notes today. One, a sample thesis from Dr. Naeem. Okay, sample thesis from Dr. Naeem. For those who haven't joined, this is the link to Telegram group. This thesis was had a very good achievement, graduate before time, 2 years and 7 months with 10 publications. So if you guys want a copy of this sample thesis and also you want a copy of a very good paper that talks about that shows a theory to conceptual framework integration, I'm going to send you both these notes. If you want a copy of these two notes, you can go to my website. For those who attended previous classes, don't worry, I'll be sending all the notes together. All the notes will be sent together. Okay, so you guys can go to this Telegram group. The link is given to download the templates, and you guys can go to this website. Okay, so which is basically here. I've shared the link already. Once you go to this website, you can scroll down all the way and fill this up. Okay, fill this up and then choose consultancy, choose others, type there notes 0404. Okay, you can do that. All right. So this is where you go and request. Okay. So that is all for today. Thank you very much. I didn't want to prolong the class today because I know most of you are fasting. I think majority of you. So I don't want to drag you guys through too many things. But my advice to you is try to settle as much as you can before the Eid comes. Okay, sebelum Raya, try to settle everything so that you can go peacefully and celebrate. That's the main reason also I'm focusing on theoretical framework, because once proposal done ready, the rest is all easy. It's all doable. Okay, so I wish you guys all the best. If you have any questions, now is the time for you to ask. For those who still for those who are still here, don't forget, please tag your friends before you leave. Please hit the share button before you go. That is very, very important. Please make sure that you hit the share button before you go and tag your friends. Okay, so don't forget. Yeah, thank you very, very much, guys. I wish you all the best. If there are no more questions, I will end the session. Okay.